They rape little boys and call them liars until they shoot up a school or kill them before they find out. Everywhere you go, there's some desperate faggot felon mimicking you to some third party, pretending to think he's negotiating with you. And I've never had sex with a man where this guy would be justified. It's just corporate gets involved and tries to prove a reason for their involvement to begin with. Why would justification matter? You're supposed to do something to justify it or die before you can speak to it. You're definitely not supposed to know what they're doing. But what gives you the right to sign this desperate faggot felon out on work release anyway? What gave you the right to arrest him in the first place? These guys are actually banned in reasonable countries, and the media is like, oh, that's oppression. But that's not a religion. Nobody ever raped an unconscious 6-year-old boy into a free press. Some faggot decided on a 5-year-old, oh, we're not going to be using this one. It amounts to Islam saying, maybe it was that guy in a kindergarten. For instance, you thought I was supposed to play the part of Noah? Like you never heard the song Noel? What planet are you from, you monkey's ass? I know how the Nazis developed this technology, and judging by their fruits, they developed it so they could terrorize us with their interpretation from space. The Bible is a handbook to be chosen by God, not to become God. If it bleeds, it's not a God. It is the year of our Lord 2025 because only one man has ever been born perfect. What you're doing, drafting preschoolers to begin with. The devil himself had 40 days and nights. Who the hell do you think you are? If it's illegal, it's not the law. Fair enough. A corporate prison is not only illegal, it is a colony. A colony is an act of war on any democracy. The United States has never had a colony overseas, much less African. So you work for the Africans. You worship them as gods. Flat Earth has been holding the global scientific community for ransom since Gandhi invented Muslim neutrality. The Muslims don't get neutrality. It's not a real religion. Feminazi grandma and her gay mafia roommate over here pretending to negotiate with people. And what's the corporate exit strategy? They're taking you to space, you old bitch? The gay revolution is supported by our enemies because they can't possibly win on their own. They're stupid. They wouldn't know what to do if they did win. They have already been reported to the FBI.gov website. I can't report them again. They'll hang up on me and call me a repeat tipster. I called about the 84,000 Boy Scouts that got raped, and they hung up on me and called me a repeat tipster. Well, I actually had not reported my own rape up to this point. So that's how I know these desperate faggot felons are filing reports on our behalf. So they can do it, but we can't, because we're colonized. The FBI belongs to an organization that can kill every living thing above sea level, so why would they find it necessary to do this officially? The United Nations was founded in 1945. The first thing they did was lure us into a stalemate. They called Charles de Gaulle a terrorist so they could protect us from France. They blamed the CIA for JFK so they could protect us from Washington. They dragged us up and down a narrow strip of jungle for 9 years across a second diplomatic front until declaring victory over Jesus with Roe v. Wade. A corporate prison is a colony. The democracy they're not allowed to raise taxes. But if you can't afford due process, you're already fired. It's not my decision, I just noticed. We prosecute violent crimes against small children in the United States. And anybody who doesn't like it can all line up and kiss my ass before we blow their fucking brains all over each other. Full faith and credit, right hand to God. Greatest halftime show in Super Bowl history.